Hey, this is Corey from wolfpackwoodcraft.com, and today we're going to be talking about my new Leatherman Sheath. I don't feel that this is the answer everyone's been looking for, but it does provide another option. And so not that long ago I did a video on the Leatherman Wave plus all the features and options that you can get along with this multi-tool. And I did talk about sheaths, but just a quick recap. I talked about the leather sheath and how the leather sheath can hold the multi-tool itself without the pocket clip, and then it can hold the bit extender, and it has a snap closure. It's made out of leather. It's a really good system, but there's no room for the bit kit or the pocket clip. So it's a very streamlined, reliable, heavy-duty option, but you can't carry everything with you. This is probably what most people are going to carry, because if you have bits, just standard bits, these work inside the extender. So even though you don't have the bit kit, you can still use the bits that you use for your screwdrivers and your other tools. They will fit inside the extender, so you still have a wide variety of tools on your belt. Okay? But for me, I EDC this multi-tool, and I EDC it with the pocket clip. I carry this in my pocket. And so this right here is how I carry it most of the time. The only time I carry the sheath, I put the sheath on my belt, is if I know I'm going to need the extra tools. Right? So instead of carrying this around in my pocket, it's easier to carry the bit kit and the extender, and then I have a ferro rod on the other side here. It's easier to carry all this in one small package. It also holds the multi-tool with the pocket clip attached, and so I don't have to worry about removing and reinserting the pocket clip. It's just, I can just leave it on there. I either am putting it on my pocket or I'm putting it in the sheath and putting this on my belt. I don't have to worry about anything else. And so this is my system. This has been my system for a really long time. It's got that sleeve in the back for the bit kit, which I've used a lot. It's got the extender, which I've used a lot. It has the ferro rod, which I haven't really used at all. But I like this system. I like knowing that I can EDC and have my multi-tool on me every single day without the bulk. But if I'm going somewhere where I might need the screwdriver attachments, I have that option. It's just as simple as putting this on my belt and going. So when it comes to the new sheath, a lot of people had the complaints that they didn't like the Velcro. The Velcro would gum up, it would get dirty, it would come undone. It wasn't a secure way of holding the multi-tool. So the new one has a snap closure, which is really nice. I really like the snap closure. It also has the same elastic pouch in the back for the bit kit. I wish they would use just like a nylon pouch for the bit kit. I understand that the elastic holds it tighter, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to use. And just having a nylon sleeve, the flap is going to hold them in there. And so having just a nylon sleeve that they could easily slide in and out of, I would prefer. But right now it's still the nylon, or not the nylon, but the stretchy elastic. You can also fit the multi-tool in with the pocket clip still attached, and it does close. It's a little tight still from being new, but it does close. I just have to stretch it a little. Then another noticeable difference is the elastic sides. They are the same as this one, but the difference is there's a small side here for your bit extender, for your screwdriver extender, and it fits it very snug, very tight, and I like that a lot. But the thing is you have to be mindful of which side you put this on now, because this side that's small fits it perfect, but the other side is quite larger. It's really big. I think they're bigger than the one, yeah, this side is bigger than what came with this sheath. So if you put it in here, you risk it falling out because it's so much larger than the other side. And so you got to make sure that you're putting it in the correct side. And then when it comes to the ferro rod attachment, this side is much bigger, so it's easier to put the put stuff in there. I've recently been putting a marker in there because I've had issues with one of the pipes in the crawl space. That was a mess, but I like to use a fine-tipped Sharpie because you can write on wood and PVC pipe, and it just works on everything. So I've been putting a marker in here, and it works really well for that. The downsides to this new one is the side elastic is bigger, so you can put your Sharpie in there, you can put whatever you want in there. I know some people like to carry small flashlights in there, but it'll fall through, and so it'll fall all the way through if you're not careful. Where on the old one with the Velcro, the bottom of the sheath went all the way out to the edges of the elastic, and so it hit the bottom of the sheath, and so it wouldn't fall all the way through, it would just hit the bottom. And so it was a lot more secure putting it on the side here than it is putting it on the side here, because like I said, there's no bottom to this one. So that's something you have to keep in mind. And then the other thing is the Velcro sheath has this hole on the bottom, and I honestly have used that a lot because I'd be pulling staples or doing something, and I would resheath my multi-tool with the pliers open, so then I could use my hands, grab the pliers, and then just resheath it. And I actually use that feature. And the new one doesn't have that hole, so you can still resheath it and just have it there, but it's not secured. Where when it had that hole, I would just forget it in there. If I had to go do something else, I would just go do something else. I wouldn't pay no mind to this being open or closed inside the sheath. Where now I have to be mindful. If I put it in there like this and I'm going to walk to do something else, I make sure to take it out, close it, and then put it back in there closed before I go walk away, because I'm scared it's going to fall out. So that's something I have to keep in mind also. And then the last thing that you have to keep in mind is the side pockets, or the side elastic on the Velcro sheath had these little pull tabs, so you could pull it out and then put in whatever you wanted to pull in, where the new one doesn't have that. So sometimes you go to put something in there and it'll catch, and then you have to kind of, just like the bit kit, you have to kind of use your fingernail to kind of get underneath it. And so that's something as well. And so I just wanted to go over the options here. I'm kind of torn. I don't know which one to use. I really like the secured bit extender. I really like the snap closure. I like that the bit kit and the multi-tool and everything fit inside here. But I don't like that it doesn't have that hole. And I don't like that there's no shelf here stopping whatever you put in here from falling out. Alright, so with all that being said, I want to know which one of these are your favorite. What do you carry that made you choose the sheath over all the other ones? Let me know in that comment section down below. Then make sure to subscribe and come join the pack. I have a new video every Sunday and Thursday, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.